Let's go.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on 419 The Grind.
I was stuck in the dark, you pulled me out the grave. Gave me breath, gave me purpose, now I'm walking anyways. Ain't no ceiling on the praise and no limit on the floor. Holy Spirit got me charged up, tell the world let's go. People hurting on the block, they need hope, they need light. Ain't no point in shouting Sundays if we quiet through the night. Jesus died for the broken, for the weary, for the lost. So I'm 10 toes down, I'm a soldier of the cross.
Got joy in my soul, fire in my bones. He lifted me up when I couldn't stand alone. So I'm hitting these streets, let the whole world know my God still saves and his love still grows. Let's go.
Let's go. Like the apostle did, yeah, we gon' ride. Let's go. Tell the whole world how he changed our lives. Let's go. Out the four-wall, man, the church outside. Let's go. We on a mission, Holy Spirit be the guide. Let's go. Everybody move, every city, every road, he saved my soul. Now I'm ready, let's go. Let's go. Ay, ay. We ain't waiting on the pulpit, we ain't waiting on the pew. If he brought you through the storm, then you know what to do. Testify to the lost and lift them up in his name. If he healed your broken heart, go and spark that flame. We the light, we the love, we the hands, we the feet. Ain't no point being safe if you don't take it to the street. Every hood, every city, every corner, every block, Jesus breaking down chains, every stronghold. Got joy in my soul, fire in my bones. He lifted me up when I couldn't stand alone. So I'm hitting these streets, let the whole world know my God still saves and his love still grows. Let's go. Let's go. Like the apostle did, yeah, we gon' ride. Let's go. Tell the whole world how he changed our lives. Let's go. Out the four-wall, man, the church outside. Let's go. We on a mission, Holy Spirit be the guide. Let's go. Everybody move, every city, every road, he saved my soul. Now I'm ready, let's go. Let's go.
I can't keep quiet, no, I gotta speak. He broke my chains, now I'm finally free. Love in my heart, truth in my flow. If he did it for me, he can do it for your soul. Go, 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 go. Take the gift from everywhere you go. Go, 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 go. We the church, time to let the world know.
Let's go. Like the apostles did, yeah, we gon' ride. Let's go. Tell the whole world how he changed our lives. Let's go. Out the four walls, man, the church outside. Let's go. We on a mission, Holy Spirit be the guide. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Step by step, I'm climbing high. Left my baggage, kissed it goodbye. New shoes on my feet, scuffed the ground. Echoes of dreams, no longer bounded.
The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up
Like George and Weezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Weezy.
Moving on up like George and Weezy. I built my bridge from scraps and fire. Burnt down, down, climb down the mire. Every brick laid was a piece of me. Now I'm dancing where the clouds can see. The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat.
I'm moving on up like George and Weezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Weezy.
Like George and Weezy.
synergy. Let's go.
I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destined and alive, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Step up in the room, yeah, I'm charged with the kingdom. Got the light of God and you know I'm gon' beam some. Every single chain break off when I speak some. Word of God swing like a sword when the beat drum. I'm chosen, anointed, yeah, that's official. Covered in the oil, devil can't touch this vessel. Gotta keep it moving every mountain I level. Spirit in my step, watch me dance on the devil. Faith on swole like I live in the gym. Authority in Christ, not me but him. I'm a child of the king, no fear, no sin. I said amen and the whole world spins. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy is stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destined and alive, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Hey, big faith, no dotted line with the mission. Holy Ghost fire, got the devil tryna listen. Tryna figure out why the blessing keep hitting. It's the power of the name, every chain gon' miss. And I'm bold with it, go with it, kingdom flow with it. When the battle get intense, I don't fold with it. I got angels on deck, yeah, the whole clip lit. Devil wanna throw shade, but he ain't gon' hit. I walk like David, pray like Paul. Talk like Jesus when the enemy calls. Stand so tall, never scared, never fall. Authority in me, I got victory installed. Hey, step, victory walk with me. Blessings overflow and they fall on me. Hey, rooted in the word, no war in me. Hey, Christ in my soul, that's the war in me. Take another step, giants fall instantly. Holy Spirit leading every move intentionally. No fear, cause the Lord put his strength in me. I walk with the crown, I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's a call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destiny unlocked, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority.
Boots in the mud. Glass City Blues. Boots in the mud. Yeah. Step on the gas. Catching that wildlife. Toledo, where we at? Got my boots in the mud. Boots in the mud. Stepping on glass. We came from the flood. From the flood. Catching walleye down by the river. By the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Get no realer. Yeah. I stomp in the dirt. Glass City on my shirt. 419 on the grind. Putting soul in the work. From the bay to the block, you can hear that sound. Toledo in the blood, roots deep in the ground. Yeah, I walk with a broken glass, cut through the pain, but we stronger than the struggle. Sunshine through rain, river rolling, got the walleye on the line. Every hook, every cast, yeah, the city still shine. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Clap, 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 stomp, stomp, let the beat ride slow. Glass City Blues with a hip-hop flow. From the east side, hustle to the west side, pride. We the heart of the 419, won't hide. See the sparks from the glass, shine in the street. Hear the boots in the mud, feel the bass in the beat. Catch a fish, say a prayer, let the river remind. It's the soul of Toledo, keep the step in time. Step in time. Oh, down by the water.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's me, your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the studio with the lovely and beautiful Dr. Ladale. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, Shawn. Good morning, everyone.
I don't hear no, man, I'm trying to.
Y'all can't hear?
No.
I can't.
Okay. Keep going.
Oh, okay, we're going to work this out here. Let's try this again. Uh-oh. Hold on, I got to play with the... Sometimes when you mess with these wires, something happens. Testing.
They can hear you. So.
They can hear?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They
We just can hear each other.
All right, great. As long as they can hear us, that's cool. So once again, good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. Again, it's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the studio with the lovely and beautiful Dr. Ladale. Let's try that again. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, Shawn.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the studio with just Jay today, but just Jay today is more than just Jay today. He is the CEO, founder, executive director, boss head, HNIC.
Tech support.
HNIC of the Project 360 podcast and the producer of Rise and Grind Morning Show. He's working right now, so he won't be able to say much on the mics right now. Let's see. Okay, something.
We can hear the music.
Can?
Yeah.
Can you hear? I don't know.
Can you hear music, Shawn?
I don't know. I just know I can't really hear, but that's okay. We'll work it out. Yeah, I can hear the music. Yeah.
Yeah. Figure it out.
We'll figure it out. What? That's all right. Devil is a lie this morning. He a lie.
Life with technology.
Life of technology.
It never is perfect all the time.
It's not, but we are. There we go. There we go.
We're back, people.
Jay, just stay over there in the corner, bro. Because see, I could not have figured that out, brother. I would have been. It would have went a whole show with nothing going on. Just wasted all the studio time. Just used it all up trying to figure it out, man. Anyway, Jay, good morning. What's going on with your fam?
Everything's going on.
If it's one thing, it's another, right?
Yeah.
The machines are cold.
Yeah. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is cold outside. It's cold outside. You know it's you know it's cold when your long john say, "Hold up, we going out there."
When your long john said you need two pair.
Man, good morning. We are without our other co-host. That is DJ Mpress, aka Monty. And he's online. He's online though, so we want to make sure he's there. He is there. I know he's not trying to go nowhere today because it's cold out there today. It is cold out there,
freezing.
And man, I thought we was gonna have our favorite cousin in this morning.
He's coming.
He's coming. Oh, it's about to be on it, Papa. He was froze. Look, he gonna come in here and be like, "Listen, hold on," when he gonna have something to say, man. So. That's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this morning. This will be a great time to watch the show. Kick back, relax, sip on some cocoa or your coffee or whatever you want to do, but kick back and watch us. Turn the heat up, turn it up. Today, you get a chance to call in, 419-740-0433. You're able to call in. Tell us what you think about the show. Huh? They ain't got nothing else to do. But I do believe that there should be some cuddle buddies going on somewhere. Somebody should be snuggled up, cuddled up, and making it do what it do. But who knows?
There's still time.
There's still time?
It's only 9:09.
9:09. Okay, great. That's it. But yeah, once again, TPS schools were closed today, and I really thought about this, Jesse, yesterday. I used to have to walk from like Oakwood over to Robinson, right? And I'm really trying to think, was there a time when we was growing up where we still had to go to school when it was cold weather? Like, I don't remember.
You don't remember not going to school in cold weather? Or you remember going to school?
Going to school in cold weather. I don't ever remember.
I remember, I don't know if I was in junior high or high school, but it got to like -6 degrees and they canceled school. But it was only like once, not often at all.
Right. You know, I'm not knocking how soft they are on the kids. I'm just thinking like what we had to endure when we were going to school. Like we had to walk in the snow. We had, ice. It was there. But I was saying this, so what it did, people don't understand, it built our character.
Yeah.
It built our character to get out there and hit those streets and get to school. Cold or not, snow or not. We made it do what it do. And it was good exercise, and we didn't realize it was good exercise back then.
Well, I didn't have to walk.
You didn't have to walk?
No, my daddy sent me to Emmanuel Baptist, so I had to get in the car and, that's one thing I didn't experience. I didn't experience public school till high school.
What?
Yeah. I was at Emmanuel Baptist from kindergarten until my freshman year.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was a daddy's girl. I was spoiled. My siblings was right there with us.
Wow.
But I was the only black girl in the classroom. So
the only black.
all the time. Yeah, that was an experience.
Yeah. That's how it was for my son, Shawn, when he went to St. Pat's. He was the only black kid, I think, up until like second grade, I think.
Mine was kindergarten until maybe junior high, but even so, you still the main one in your level.
Right.
So yeah. So we didn't get to walk in the cold, but we sure did still had to wear them skirts and stuff.
Man,
Which still was.
Well,
that was something in itself that they still required us to come to school, but they would not let us put on a pair of pants. Like that was gonna change the game.
Right, change the game. My granddaughter goes to Notre Dame, and she's a junior this year, and they get to wear the little skirts, but they put the little sweats and stuff on, which I want her to anyway, because I don't want her showing no legs. But that's me being the pawpaw that I am. I don't want nobody's looking at my granddaughter's legs. But anyhow, I'm mean like that. So don't judge me. Everybody like, Shawn, you don't have to be so rough on her. No, I'm not rough on her. I'm just overprotective, and I can admit that. So that's what that is. So anywho, I just thought I'd throw that out there because I just remember when I went to Rogers, I used to catch the bus in front of my house on Oakwood, the charter bus. Had to go downtown, wait maybe about a half hour, and then I would transfer onto the 25, and then I would go out to Rogers. And I did that daily, man. And I'm just thinking all the days that it was cold and snowy, and the days that the bus couldn't really go too fast, and just had to kind of just took me forever to get back home, man. And that
bus couldn't go too fast because of the snow?
Because of if it was like snowing out and the charter bus was just kind of...
They didn't have traction.
They didn't have traction. They just rolling. But, but just imagine trying to get now in a car, you can get from Rogers to Oakwood in 15 minutes pretty much, But back then, it just seemed like forever because you had to hit all the stops. Yeah, you had to go back past Libby again. It was just crazy, man. I was like, woo.
How'd you go to Rogers from over there?
Man, listen, man. Let me tell you how that happened.
Did you get into one of those programs?
No. As a matter of fact, my mother told me, she was like, when I was at Robinson, my 8th grade, she said, I just want to let you know you're not going to Scott with your friends. And I was like, what? She was like, no, you've been going to school with them all this time. You need to pick a school to go to. I said, well, can I go to St. Francis? She said, I can't afford St. Francis. So I said, okay. So I put in a transfer. And so I put Libby first, and I picked Rogers second. So I just knew I was going to go to Libby, right? But Rogers picked me. So that's how I ended up at Rogers.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I was like, whoa. And plus, I knew a lot of people that went to Rogers at that time because my cousins, when I was growing up, they lived on Torrington.
Okay.
So I knew everybody that went to Kaiser, McTighe, and Rogers. So when I came to Rogers, I already knew all those people, so it was a blessing. It was definitely a blessing. Man, I met some amazing people on my journey out that way, man. A lot of good people that was really down to earth, and people back then that was considered like middle class, blue collar workers out there at that time. Yeah. But just good people back then, just humble people. So,
Definitely sound like you went on a journey every day to get there.
Yeah, I went on a journey every single day, man. Every single day. So, yeah.
But if you think about it, the way we grew up and the things we had to do to go to school just kind of set how you are now as an adult.
Right.
Because even though it's cold and we don't want to go out, we figure out how to muster up the strength and, whatever we need to get to where we need to be.
Right. Absolutely. So, Rams in the house. Dr. Carl Mitchell just joined it. Yeah, I know, right?
I thought something special.
Listen, man. Listen. I had to say something, dude, because every time he come on this podcast or the check-in podcast, he gets started too, man. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this morning. Let's talk about the Martin Luther King. How was your Martin Luther King Day after we left yesterday?
I actually did some work on my conference, so I got a lot accomplished. So, it was productive.
Good.
If nothing else. Very productive.
Good. Jesse, did you do anything special?
Yeah, I worked.
You worked?
I worked on a few things around here, and that's about it. I had to take a nap because I was exhausted.
Were you?
Yeah, from Sunday, working Sunday, then staying up and working around the house, and didn't go to bed till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh.
And got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get ready to come here. So,
yeah.
So basically, you worked on your dream, and then you had a dream.
Yeah.
Right.
Martin will be proud. Uncle Marty Marr will be proud of me. Uncle Marty Marr will be.
Man, is my girl Leah Renee around? Is she around? Because man, I want to hear what she has to say today. Wait a minute.
There go Monty starting.
What did he say?
He said Rogers was known for the uppity pretty girls.
Oh, hold on. Let me fix Leah.
Oh, yeah, hold on, Leah. We're going to get you together here.
So, how about those Miami Hurricanes?
Man, that was a good game. That was a decent game, man. I said those them cornbread fed guys over at Indiana, man. They was playing. Mm-hmm. They was playing.
Leah, I think you're on now. Still got a delay, huh?
Leah Renee, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Breathing.
She can't hear us.
Unmute your whatever you got muted, because we can hear you breathing. We can hear you and see you writing something right now.
Oh.
Okay. Can you hear us?
No, she cannot.
She cannot. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Stand by. We are getting ready to do our trending topics, but we're trying to get Leah Renee. Let's see if she can hear us or unmute or something.
Are you guys waiting for me?
Yeah,
we are.
Because I can't hear anything. The last thing I heard you guys say was, hold on. Are you guys waiting on me?
Can you hear
us?
Okay, I hear you now.
Okay,
it
great.
went out for a little while. I couldn't hear anything. I was like, what happened?
Good morning, Leah. How are you doing today?
Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing today?
Great to see you.
I'm doing good. It's your girl, Leah Renee, representing the LRTV. I appreciate you guys letting me come on and do my trending topics. I hope you all had a good Martin Luther King Day. I had a very chill day yesterday. Just got to watch some of the stuff on TV, some of the, different shows about Martin Luther King and his legacy and history. And I was pretty relaxed. My kids were out of school. Well, all the kids were out of school yesterday. So, we were just kind of chilling all day. It was a good day. So I'm happy to be back here with you guys today. I'm going to start off talking about Gervonta Davis. So the World Boxing Association has stripped Gervonta Davis of his WBA lightweight title following an alleged domestic violence incident. So according to the Shade Room, but this is also, it was also, there was a press release, and the Miami police basically put out this information. So basically, the Baltimore native has been stripped of his WBA lightweight title, and he is in what's called, quote, champion in recess status following the issuance of an arrest warrant by Miami Gardens PD related to a domestic violence charge. So this was previously reported. His ex-girlfriend, her name is Courtney Rosal, she claims the boxer committed battery and false imprisonment and kidnapping against her on October 27th of last year at Tues, which is a well-known gentleman's club in Miami Gardens. So because this happened, now they basically stripped his title from him. But they're also saying the WBA president, Gilberto Mendoza, he confirmed the decision over the weekend on a talk show. He's saying that it's also because of inactivity. So they're saying that basically Davis hasn't defended his lightweight title. He only defended it twice in the past 3 years, and the most recent one was about 10 months ago. So basically they're saying it's a combination of both things. This wasn't the first domestic violence charge against Gervonta Davis. And so now that this latest thing has come out, along with the fact that he hasn't really done much with defending his title, they have stripped him of his title. So what do you guys think of that?
Ooh, wait.
I want to say something about the inactivity.
Yeah.
Most boxers wait about, especially if you're champion, they wait about 10 months to 12 months to a year to do another match. They don't,
because they got trained and everything, right? And exactly. get ready.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the recovery time from the last fight, it takes about 6 months. Then you have to train another 6 months to get ready for the next fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're saying that
it is piling on right now because of the domestic violence.
Right,
I understand that
mm-hmm.
part.
You're right.
But the inactivity, I don't know if I agree with that.
Wow.
Yeah, they're saying that in the last 3 years, he's only fought to defend it twice. And, the last one was 10 months ago. So they're saying, but like you said, Jesse, obviously it's more due to the fact that, he's got these charges on him now because this isn't just the first time. This is what they're calling his latest domestic violence charge. So, I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, when you are being charged with something like that, a lot of different business deals and different things like that will probably be taken from you because, people don't want to be associated, with that sort of, scandal, I guess. So, yeah. In other news, legendary fashion designer Valentino Giovanni has passed away. He has been in the fashion industry for many, many years. He's an icon, and he passed away at the age of 93. The statement was shared on Valentino's personal Instagram page, confirming that he died in his home in Rome, surrounded by all his loved ones. So we definitely want to keep his family, his fans, and everybody who's affected by that in prayers. 93, he had a great life, right? Like, this is Valentino. He's lived a great life. Yeah. He left a great legacy, and, it's good that he passed away, in his home, surrounded by his loved ones. So definitely want to send prayers out to the fashion industry and, all of his family. Okay, moving on to some more pop culture news. I don't know how much you guys, pay attention to what's going on with like the rappers and, like the social media celebrities and whatnot, but you guys are familiar with Ari, right? Who is dating Moneybagg Yo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a lot has come out over the weekend with that situation. So, okay, Ari and Moneybagg Yo have been together for some time now. Ari is also shares a child with the rapper G Herbo. So, she's had a relationship with him in the past. Well, Jada Sheaves, I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, but Jada Sheaves, she's also, a very famous Instagram model, and she was dating Lil Baby. She shares a child with Lil Baby. So rumors have come out, and a lot of people are speculating that Ari and Lil Baby were, carrying on and having a situation during the time that Lil Baby and Jada Sheaves were together. And the thing about it is they were all like, everybody was kind of like friends. I mean, I don't want to say friends because we got to use that loosely. I don't really know how close they were or not, but they all knew each other. They all kind of hung out together. Jada and Ari have pictures together, they've hung out. Well, Jada Sheaves was on a live on Instagram, and some of the fans asked her, about the rumors, and she said right on camera that yes, these rumors are true. It's been going on for some time now, and it is what it is, but I don't want to talk about it. So everybody, the internet kind of started going crazy, and then Ari came out and put out a post and said, whatever anybody's talking about, yeah, I did it, and what, basically. So that was like a big thing, because now they're like, oh, she's actually admitting that she did this. But then that post was quickly taken down. So she ended up deleting that post after it was put up. And it's just been, everybody's just talking about it now. So then G Herbo supposedly unfollowed Lil Baby because, they were supposed to be friends or were cool or whatever. And so the fact that, I guess his baby mother slept with him, he was a little feeling some type of way about that. So he unfriended Lil Baby. And people are, making comments about that because they're like, you just got engaged. You got a whole fiance. And like, why are you worried about, who your kid's mom was sleeping with? I don't know. It's real messy. It's gotten real messy in IG with these rappers and these IG stars. But what do y'all think about that?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot, man.
Like you said, he's on to the next one. And why is he worried about what his kid's mother is doing? Even if that right. is his acquaintance, I wouldn't say friend. They probably worked together before. Yeah. But I don't know if that's something that I would care. I would care.
Yeah, well, he clearly cared because he unfriended Lil Baby. He was feeling some type of way about that. Maybe it was because I can only assume, but like you said, they obviously probably worked together at some point, or maybe they were friends, and maybe he's now finding out that like this situation happened while they were cool, and he knew that was his kid's mom. So I don't know, but there's a lot of drama going on in between that and Moneybagg Yo. He hasn't really said much. There was one live that went up after all of this stuff came out, and he just basically was on Instagram live with like $3 million in cash, and he was like had it all in his hands on top of his head, and he was basically in so many words, he's like, I'm getting to this money, I'm not paying attention to what y'all talking about. So Moneybagg hasn't made any comments. He hasn't said how he feels about it either way, and we don't really know if this is going to change the direction of their relationship. I'm not sure. I know that he always speaks very highly in interviews. I watched the interview with Moneybagg Yo and Angie Martinez one time, and he speaks very highly on Ari. He loves her a lot, and I don't know, we'll see where this goes, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about the Drewski skit. Did you guys all see that Drewski skit where he was making fun of the pastors of the mega churches?
Yeah. All I gotta say is, by the way, Ty is here. Got a little trigger happy on the alarms this morning. This is one of those school. So
good morning, Ty.
Good morning. What Teddy Pendergrass say, turn them off. That was me with the alarms. I saw the Drewski skit, and all I gotta say is, Bishop Randall Park, if you ever come from that ceiling like Beyonce during service, I'm gonna really have to reconsider what church I go to. I don't need my pastor coming from the ceiling like a Beyonce concert. But I did see it, and I know that pastor, he addressed that skit, right?
Yeah.
Pastor Mike Todd, because he in the skit, Drewski was wearing the Dior suit or whatever, and at one point that was an outfit that Pastor Mike Todd had wore, so he felt personally slighted by the situation, and he came out and had some stuff to say. Hold on, let me see, I might be able to get that audio for you guys.
The video that I saw, Mike Todd was saying, is that me? That's not me.
So I actually, on the way here, they were talking about it on the Ricky Smiley show, and they had a statement from John Gray saying that, and they agreed that they understand when comedians joke about what is done in the church.
Yeah.
What happens is when they address the Bible and the scriptures is where things go left. And so because there's some extreme things being done by pastors and churches, that's where the jokes come in. But when you begin to attack the scriptures, that becomes the problem. So where is the line that the comedian should say, you know what, enough is enough?
Yeah, but this isn't the first time that a comedian has done a church skit either. Right. So I don't.
And did he like make fun of I didn't catch that part. If he had made fun of like the scriptures and stuff, was that what had happened?
I don't know if I heard anything Drewski said about any scriptures or anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I think they weren't saying that he did it, but if it's done, that's where the line should be drawn.
Right.
Yeah,
and I don't think it was anything about the scripture. I think pastors were offended because it kind of exposed what they do.
For sure.
Some things what they do. But I think what people kind of were offended by were some of the things like the catching the spirit and scared of echo. But praying over people and things like that.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Something happened with my Rodecaster Pro, so I'm just now on my MacBook speaker, but I wanted to make sure you guys could still hear me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think that's where people were kind of offended, were like him praying over.
No, it's her.
That's me on that MacBook.
Oh, is that causing an echo?
Yeah, it is.
So you on your Riverside, put now you have to put that you are not using headphones. Then it won't send you an echo back.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I personally wasn't offended. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, I go to church and everything, but I mean, Christian people love to laugh too.
Right.
And, I mean, just laugh. Like, I mean, God laughs. I mean, Jesus loves to laugh too. I'm pretty sure God is at the Funny Bone tonight having a good time. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I don't think it was a bad thing. I mean, like they said, hit dog gonna holler. So I think those people that it was exposed, I think they were offended. So.
Because there are some out there that actually do things that you want to scratch your head and say,
yeah. I mean,
what's happening here?
Because you coming from the ceiling like Celine Dion, like I have a lot of questions. Like I don't need all the dramatics to give me the word. You know?
Just give me the plain, flat out word.
Yes.
Something I can apply.
Yes.
Not something that's going to tickle my fancy and make me feel great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Every Sunday doesn't need to be a Kirk Franklin concert. So I'm good.
You okay over there, Leah?
Huh?
Are you good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, at the end of the day, like, people were all upset about this, basically saying these things, but like you guys said, I mean, these are the things that are really going on in the church, and it's some of the things are getting kind of absurd, I don't know if you guys saw that video of Mike Todd, who he in one service he spit in his hand and rubbed it all over a man's face. Like what?
That was the first video I've ever saw of him.
He was trying to convey with that, but I was just like, that's just a bit too much.
Yeah, that would have been the day I would have lost it.
But it was crazy because it was almost like they like he knew. He agreed to that or something. Like he knew it was coming. He knew that's what he was about to do, and he was okay with that. Like I don't know, it was just really strange. I've never seen something like that at a church service, and I don't understand what the purpose of that was. But it is a lot of strange things going on, and just from the whole situation with Jamal Bryant, his wife, and the whole dress situation, it's so many things that are now kind of like, it seems like overpowering the word. If you're going to church to receive a word, and a lot of times people are in their lowest places when they're going to church and wanting to get a message from God, and it's like instead you're met with all of this like crazy stuff. I don't know. It seems like it's getting a little out of hand.
But I will say that the dress situation with Jamal Bryant, that wasn't related to the actual church. That was actually related to a man of God and his wife.
Right.
Yeah.
And the dress he bought because he wanted to see his wife in it.
Yeah.
And because he has the right to do that, and the dress was flesh tone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like her wearing a regular brown dress. It just had black in it, and it made it look like she was, you could see through it.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who took offense to that, they didn't pay attention. And hello, that man does have a right to say, I want to see my wife like that.
Yeah.
He don't want to look like a missionary going to a ball.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I would certainly hope mine wouldn't.
And the thing is, like you said, I mean, they weren't at church. It was a ball, and the thing with that situation was that it kind of took away from, like he said, the good that they did. They raised a lot of money. They had raised, a lot of money for the United Negro College Fund and Foundation, and she prayed, and it was just a lot of good things that happened, and all of that got overshadowed by the dress, and I guess that's kind of what some of the critics are saying, though. They're saying, like, well, that's probably why she shouldn't have worn a dress, because, like, then those types of things get overpowered. Now everybody's just talking about you and your dress instead of talking about the good that was done. But again, I mean, hey, I didn't see anything wrong with the dress. I thought she looked beautiful and classy.
Absolutely.
There was a pastor that said she looked like a $2 whatever, and I've never seen no $2 whatever look like that. So I don't know, it's just crazy. But it's crazy what's going on in the churches. And then, like she said, that had nothing to do with the church, but somehow it still came back, and became this big thing with the church and the pastor's wife and all of that. And then you got people in the pulpit talking about it. It was just a big mess. So I don't know, I hope we can kind of reel this in and get back to what matters most, and that's just the word of God.
But see, and people need to understand that pastors and first ladies, they are still people. Like, they're still human. So even though she's the first lady of the church, she's still a woman, and she still wants to dress feminine and sexy and things like that. And even though he's a pastor, he's still a man. So he still wants to see his wife, dressed kind of sexy. So I feel like as long as she's not wearing it to church, then we good. You know what I'm saying? But
not like she come to church in a negligee or something.
Yeah, but she can't be going around dressed like Sister Mary Clarence all day either. So I mean,
And she had made a statement on a Tamron, because they ended up going on Tamron Hall's show after that, and she was basically just saying, like, listen, I just happened to fall in love with a pastor. I just happened to, become a first lady. I'm not going to let that define who I am. I'm going to define the title. So I was just like, ooh, clock that T.
Okay, that's it right there.
Ooh-wee. Because if you strip those titles away, they are still two human people.
They're still human people, man.
Exactly.
Man, listen. This
all right, well, I just got one more update before I go. I told you guys last week about the actor Timothy Busfield, who is being charged with he's being charged with sexual abuse charges against 2 children who he allegedly touched inappropriately on the set of the show Cleaning Maid. Well, now, ever since that happened, he's still in prison. He hasn't, they're awaiting that whole situation in trial. His family and all of his friends and stuff are putting out letters trying to get the judge to let him out. But he's still in there. But supposedly another man has come forward and basically is saying that, like, this man did the same thing to his 16-year-old daughter some years back. Now, apparently this story with this man and his daughter, the daughter was like 16 years old, and this happened over 20 years ago. So that will just, I am going to put that out there. And Timothy Busfield is saying that those allegations are lies as well. He's saying, this never came out. It was never reported. It was never, anything. And now it's being reported. But the father, it's not even the woman that's coming out reporting it. It's her father, because apparently when it happened, she was only 16 years old, and she went and told her father that this stuff had happened. The father confronted Timothy Busfield about it, and apparently he was like, oh, I'm gonna go get help, I'm sorry, please don't go forward about this. And he said that he never went forward because he expected him to go get help and be okay. And then apparently, this is still going on. So now he's speaking out, and he's basically trying to confirm the little boy's story and saying that this man has been doing this for many, many years. So it's getting uglier and uglier, but his wife Melissa Gilbert is continuing to stick by his side. She's mailed in letters to the judge along with other people, and they're all talking about how great of a person he is. He took in her son, and the son came out and made a statement saying that he was a good man. He has taken care of him. So I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I will definitely keep you guys posted on that story as the details come to me. But that is your trending topics with Leah Renee.
Thank you, Leah.
Thank you, Leah. Have a great
you guys
day.
are welcome.
Have a great day on purpose.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to pay some bills, ladies and gentlemen. But before we leave, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us later on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Cool beans.
You like the way I said that?
Yeah, that was so professional.
Right. That was it right there.
Is this the Rise and Grind morning show or Price is Right?
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to pay some bills. We be right back.
Yeah, my phone keep ringing. Who's that?
Yeah. Who calling my phone? Why you calling me? My phone is ringing. Who can it be? I don't know the number. No name on the screen. Who calling my phone? What you need? Who calling my phone? What you need? Who calling my phone? What you need? Ooh. I've been moving, chasing dreams. I don't got time for no schemes. Tunnel vision on my goals. I ain't picking up unknowns. Could be love, could be hate, could be karma at the gate, could be fate on the line. Should I answer, press decline? I don't know if I should hit accept or let it ring till it's out of breath. Cause every call got a price to pay. Do I take it, do I walk away? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Why are you calling me? My phone is ringing. Who can it be? I don't know number, no name on the screen. Who's calling my phone? What you need? Who calling my phone? What you need? Who's calling my phone? What you need? Ring when I'm in my zone. Always when I'm working on my own. Face down, I don't like to be disturbed, but curiosity's a dangerous word. Might be hope, might be fear, might be the voice I need to hear. Maybe this call could change my life, or maybe it's just another goodbye. Voicemail full of memories, texts I never got to read. Who's dialing up my heart tonight? Should I let them in my life? Who is it? Why you hitting my line? What you want now? Are you wasting my time? Is it love? Is it pain? Tell me why you came. Who's calling my phone? Why are you calling me? My phone is ringing. Who can it be? I don't know number, no name on the screen. Who's calling my phone? What you need? Who's calling my phone? What you need? Who's calling my phone? What you need? Who's calling? Who's calling? Why you calling me? My phone is ringing. Who can it be? Who's calling? Who's calling? Why you calling me? My phone is ringing. Who can it be?
Yeah. It's like we living in two worlds. One we see, and one we stream.
Fantasy world.
Yeah. Wake up, check the phone, new post, new glow. Filter my face like I'm built for the show. Everybody flexing, everybody goes, but behind the scenes, ain't nobody knows. Jump in the game, I'm the king of the sticks. Madden on deck, throwing bombs, no kicks. 2K mode, got my bill legit. Online, I'm rich, real life, just grit. Scrolling through dreams in my digital crown. Trying to stand tall in a world breaking down. Reality's heavy, so I stay afloat in a pixel sea with a Wi-Fi code.
We live in a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Likes and follows, diamonds and pearls. We build our own stories. We bend what's real. Living that dream we can touch but can't feel. In this fantasy world, playing life like it's 2K or the show. Reality fades when the screen starts to glow. In this world I can be who I want to. No.
Yeah. Tap in, I'm the champ of the ring. WWE, feel the crowd when they scream. My character fly, my story supreme. In the code, I'm a legend outside, I dream. Posting my wins, stacking my views. Digital fame got me feeling brand new. But when the lights off and the battery low, who am I when the cameras don't show? Real life on pause, got no reset. Reality checks that I still ain't met. But it's all love when I hit that zone. In a world I built, I ain't never alone. like it's 2K of the show. Oh, reality fades when the screen starts to glow. Oh, in this world I can be who I want to. No, no. I'm scrolling, I'm posting, I'm dreaming wide open. The line between truth and the game's been broken. Maybe I'm lost, but I still keep hoping that somewhere in the code my heart stays golden. Virtual love, virtual pain. Every click, every like's a dopamine chain. We're building worlds that never decay, but what's real might be slipping away. Yeah, we live a fantasy world. Oh yeah, where the real and the fake start to swirl. From my console to the timeline real. I'm living my life in highlight reels in this fantasy world. Where the dreamers and gamers all glow. Maybe it's fake, but it feels so real. In this world, I'm everything I wanna feel. Yeah, fantasy world. Press start, live large. Yeah, we all stars in the charge. Fantasy world. By step, I'm climbing high. Left my baggage, kissed it goodbye. New shoes on my feet, scuffed the ground. Echoes of dreams, no longer bound.
The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up
like George and Wheezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Weezy.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the studio with my lovely, beautiful co-host, Dr. Ladale.
Good morning, everyone.
Guess what? Guess what?
What, Shawn?
Guess who popped in? Guess who popped in? Your favorite cousin, Mud Talk host, Ty Cleveland in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
What's good, y'all? I made it, y'all. Yeah.
He
y'all
survived the cold.
Survived the cold, and I woke up because I was knocked, man. I turned all them alarms off, man. I saw that thing scroll across the bottom of the screen. I said, turn them off. Turn them all off. Turn them alarms off. But then I was like, wait a minute. I woke up. I was like, I got something to do. I was like, oh, shoot. I got a whole morning show I need to do. So, yeah. I texted Jesse. I was like, hey, bro, I don't want to come in late. He was like, it's okay. And I was like, all right, see you in 30 minutes. So, yeah. I couldn't forget about y'all, man.
Okay, because I felt some type of way. I was like,
especially
Ty,
when he said he was coming.
When he was coming out, and I called him yesterday. I was like, Ty, no school tomorrow. You coming to the show?
Shawn definitely called me. He was like, "You coming to the show tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be there, man." You know, as a teacher, when we see school closed, we turn everything off. Like
Absolutely.
No work, no. If we was going to brunch, cancel it. If I was supposed to go to the gym, cancel it. To me, when school is closed, the world is closed. So, but
okay,
that's not how that works. But
I
I'm here though. I was here. Yeah. But tomorrow, I need to go on Amazon and order some more snow, some more cold. Put that on Prime right now, next day shipping, because I don't want to go to work tomorrow, man.
Man, that's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, who is this Lisa Dunn? I want to know. Yeah, I want to know.
Yes.
What's going on?
Skin is glowing.
I mean, glowing.
Yes.
Man, she got some juices and berries for their skin.
It must be Batty o'clock.
Well, I'm using the natural snow light here to make myself look better. So. It's good lighting coming in from my window. It's good lighting.
It's good lighting. Okay, I get it. Good morning, Lisa. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. One of the things that we push very hard, Lisa, is getting people to push what it is that they're doing. As you can see, you have a table here of podcasters who is working, doing collaborations and partnerships to better serve in different capacities. So it's important for us to bring people on the show to share not just locally but globally what it is that they do. So again, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you again. I'm excited to be here.
Yep. So tell us a little bit about your business and what it is that you do. Share that with our listeners.
So my business is called Midwest Singles Social Club. It was formerly, when I first started, it was just 419 singles, but we are expanding. And, I kind of realized the 419 one is really large, so it almost needed to be broken down into branches. And also we are lucky enough to live kind of right on the Michigan line, which is not the 419, but definitely part of our community. And there's lots of cool things, that kind of tie into the greater Toledo area coming from Michigan. So just kind of did a little rebranding and really wanted to let people know that it is more of a social club. Yes, it is, a dating type service, but definitely you don't have to be ready to lock it down or get married to come out. You can come just to find community support, friendship, and that's really the goal of what I'm doing. It's just to help the singles community within our community.
Cool. Oh, cool beans.
Yeah.
Is there anything for grief, people that have maybe lost loved ones that they want to come to a group like this just to meet somebody positive or someone else that may be grieving because of the loss of a loved one?
So I definitely do. I actually have a good chunk of members that are widows or widowers.
Okay.
I have noticed that, that's kind of a larger portion of, I would say, the 60 and over members that are a part of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't done anything or branched off specifically for any kind of grief thing, because in the beginning I kind of noticed it, and I did ask a couple of the members, and I said, what do you think about maybe we do like a little side pocket over here and have a dinner or something like that, where we can bring those members together since they have something in common. And they kind of expressed to me that they like coming because it's just fun and open, and it's something to maybe where they can connect with those people, but in a really organic way.
Right.
So we just try to keep it light and fun. Another part of, essentially what I'm doing is people join the club. Okay. And then I set up events all across, Northwest Ohio and now going into Southeast Michigan, and they can come, they pick and choose. What do you want to come to? We have a bowling league on Sunday nights. We have trivia every Tuesday. A group. Sometimes what happens is people in the group kind of start their own things too. So now I have like a group that's going to ballroom dancing on Friday nights. But I kind of host and do these larger events, and they vary from anything from a walk and coffee and donuts at Wildwood to a day at Put in Bay. This year, actually, I'm really excited. We're doing a whole weekend, a singles takeover at Put in Bay.
So. Oh, that is dangerous.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. But they did good last year. I actually took a group of 60 singles to Put in Bay for the day.
Wow.
And everybody came home. So that was, I was.
No, wait a minute. Did
everybody come home together, or like how's this working?
So that's a good question, actually. I have had quite a few matches out of the group. One couple specifically did meet at Put in Bay. He had already come to a few things. It was her first thing. They realized they were like neighbors, and they lived right by each other, which was really funny. And it was convenient. How convenient is it to meet someone who's your neighbor? Because when I'm matching with people or I'm trying to go out with people, I feel like they all are like in Pittsburgh, Yeah. So it was really cool to see that happen. But yeah, I've had quite a few couples match up. I actually just started a division of this called Midwest Singles Alumni. So that was an interesting thing to kind of figure out that I had to work through, was how do we you don't want to just kick these people out that make a match, right? So they become your friends. They're coming to events with you all the time. These people have really become good friends or found best friends through this group, which to me is the most satisfying part of everything. And, then what do? You just tell them, oh, sorry, you can't come to anything anymore. You're kicked out now. Well, one, they paid for a membership for a year, right? And two, they're kind of the whole point. You know, they're the testimony. They're the people that are the finished product, if you will, of what I'm trying to do. So now we have what's called Midwest Singles Alumni, and they won't come to all events, but to a lot of, you know, the bigger events, the open events, we'll have them come. I think it'll be cool to have them available to new people coming in and kind of talk about their experience and, you know, let the new people that are joining or new members coming in see that this is what, you know, comes of this. But again, what I have found is it comes very naturally and organically. So it seems like the couples or people that are meeting more often than not are starting out as friends, and they're coming to, you know, several events where they get to know each other a little bit better, and then it kind of grows from there.
Yeah. I mean, you go to Put-in-Bay, you're going to be more than friends by the end of the trip. What happens at Put-in-Bay stays in Put-in-Bay.
Right, absolutely.
So I got a question. If someone is coupled, right? And maybe 3 months down the line, they uncouple, do they come back to the group and try to start
I've had that happen.
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, it happened a couple of times where then they ended up getting back with that person. Then they, you know, the thing is that being an adult, so I'm almost 43 years old. So, you know, being a single adult, middle age, and you have careers and mortgages and probably paying child support or dealing with 50% parenting or whatever it is extremely complicated to date in that, you know, capacity. So I think, you know, we have to give people grace and understand that there's going to be a little bit of an ebb and flow with that happening within the group. And you don't say like when they come back to something like, oh my God, you're back.
What happened?
Yeah. Now, I personally do pay attention to all this because I'm an overly feeling human being. So when I see someone, you know, that's been a part of the group and I see them on Facebook and then their relationship status changes, things like that, I am really honed into that. So I might call them privately and have a conversation or talk to them and just say, hey, checking in. How you doing? And make sure that they know that they are welcome to come back. Because I think that has happened a few times. And with this being something that's so new, so I'm just coming up on my 1 year anniversary in February of the business. We're figuring these things out as we go, right? Like, you know, there's no one's ever done this in the greater Toledo area, at least that I know of. So it's really me trying to figure out what works. It's a little trial and error. It's almost like it's the first child, you know, like when the parents have the first child is the test dummy child.
Test dummy child. That was me. No.
Yeah, me too. And so, but we become the leaders in the communities, right? Like we are the ones that are out there like pushing through because we were the test dummy kids. So, you know, so I kind of think of it like that. Like the first year, all those members, God bless them, they rode with me and they were some ride or dies, okay? And I just love it. I love seeing the progression of this. Obviously, I'm in a place now where I know what works and, you know, I'm going into 2026 really, really ready to grow and expand. And I'm so excited to be able to bring this into kind of the more outlying areas too, like Findlay, Sandusky, Napoleon, and allow them to have their own branches. But then, you know, when we do big things like Put-in-Bay or a big Halloween party in Toledo, obviously we want everybody to come from those outlying areas.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that, is there an application process and how much is the membership?
Okay, yes. So again, trial and error throughout 2025. What it is now is it is just $10 a month to join 419 singles. So if you are, I have a Facebook page and the website should hopefully be out by the end of the month. If you want to join, you can DM me, you can follow me personally, you can go to the Midwest Singles Facebook page, and all it is a quick little application, and then you sign up for $10 a month. Now, it is a soft screening that I do for members. So I don't want people to think like, you know, I'm not doing a full background check. What I do is when somebody applies, I look at their application. Do they live in the required area? Are they gainfully employed or retired? Because I do think those are important things when you are, going into a potential dating situation and you're saying, hey, I'm an intentional person here in this group. I make sure that their socials look somewhat professional. And that's coming from somebody who puts their entire life on
and heavy on the
Facebook and there's some
financially
crazy
employed.
shit. Okay.
Can't be dating a broke
But-
face.
Man. At least
But
have a job.
I'm really just looking like, is there any red flag? Like, am I looking at their social media and they've got, let's say, I don't know, 12 guns in a picture and they're like saying inappropriate, crazy things, like things like that. Like, we're just looking for like, does the person look like they are just a nice society member looking for a community? So I do, look at their socials, I look at their application. And then I do look at the National Sex Offender List. So I tell people I'm trying to add a level of not just safety, but again, that intentionalism, knowing that you're coming to a group with people that are quality people. And they're looking for something, whether it be, again, friendship, community, a support system, or love. So that's kind of how the process is now. Now, as it grows, maybe eventually it'll be a little bit different. But that is what I do. It's $10 a month. It is when you sign up a reoccurring payment. You can cancel at any time. So, when you sign up, I'm assuming that you're signing up to come for the year and give it a try. But if you do want to cancel or you meet somebody, you don't want to be part of the alumni, then you are welcome to cancel.
I love that.
We have a question from the comments on Facebook. It says, what happens when you find your mate?
Okay, this is a really common question. One, I don't think it's my time right now. So, while I am open somewhat to dating and have, had some people in my life, I'm very focused on this. And I also have, so my oldest child is away at college. She goes to BGSU, lives on her own. But I do have 2 teenage boys. And because of my prior situations and kind of my traumatic, dating and love stories, I am really focused on, getting my kids settled. My oldest is a junior, so he's almost graduated. He'll be out of the house. Just family and business, I guess, is what's taking my energy and time. So even if I met somebody, I'm on a very, I actually read a book called The Slow Burn. That's what it was called. And just talking about when you get into a relationship, I think especially when people are older, they tend to dive in, right? They're just they are all about it. And in my experience and what I've seen, and I've seen a lot, is that doesn't necessarily always have a great track record. So for me personally, I am on that slow burn. If I meet somebody, if somebody comes into my life, I am welcome to the companionship. I want love, obviously. But I just think for me, it's a very slow path and taking it one step at a time. So if it happens, I don't think it's something where I'm going to all of a sudden be like, oh my God, I'm getting married. And, I'm not saying it couldn't, but I don't see that as my path. And, I just think that there will be a way to still work things into the business. I mean, I have hired on 2 girls now. So I have 2 other people working for me. Hopefully it gets to a point where I don't have to necessarily be the host to everything, because that is very exhausting. So hopefully I find the right people, but it's really about finding the right people, because for this business specifically, you can't just hire somebody to come in and work for you. They have to, if you're going to put them out there with your members, they have to be really empathetic. They have to be open to your working an event. Like when I'm at an event, because that's another thing that comes up, people will say, oh, you're at these events with all these single men. Why don't you have somebody? And I'm like, well, when I'm at an event, I'm working. So right. I'm making sure that the wallflower in the corner is coming in and feeling included. I'm talking to the business that I'm doing the event at. I'm coordinating whatever, activities going on. I'm making sure, Gary, who's like my 75-year-old oldest member, feels, comfortable, or he updates me about his dogs and his Jeep club and, all these things. So I really, again, have that connection with the people, and that's my job when I'm there, is to make them all feel welcome, which is part of why this does work. And so finding people to work for you is a little tricky because it's like, I need to find another Lisa, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not always me. I'm pretty, I'm gonna, you know, to brush my shoulder off here. I'm probably a little bit one of a kind. So I don't know if I'm gonna find, you know, I found a couple girls and we're gonna see how it goes in 2026. But that is the goal, is to just keep bringing people on board and, you know, growing.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, crazy question. Now, being that you are, you know, the founder of this group, have you ever had anybody from the group that tried to shoot their shot with you? And like, how did you handle that situation?
Yes, I do. Oh, that's so tricky, right? Because I do look at them as clients. And I feel very strongly, again, that it's unprofessional for me to get with, you know, to get with somebody in the group.
Thank you. Yeah.
Integrity.
Yeah. It's so that's a no fraternization rule that you have, which protects you all the way around. Yeah.
So
100%.
So calm down them drinks and put in bay.
Listen, my put in bay, although I do have fun, right? In fact, there's times like not this past weekend, the weekend before, Friday night, I had no one to go out with. I wanted to go out. I had been inside for like 2 weeks with winter and the holidays, you know, and I just put a post out and was like, hey, I want to go to Whale's Tail because my friend is DJing there tonight. You guys want to go there? Maybe I'll go downtown afterwards. I'm a downtown girl. So like, you want to see me out? Let me come. I like the Blarney. I'm always downtown. So, you know, this was a night that just like some of my friends were busy, blah, blah, blah. And I went out with a bunch of girls in the group and we have so much fun. Like, I do enjoy hanging out with people even outside of the group, and I've become good friends with many of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think I always have that level of these are clients and this is my business, and I'm never going to get drunk when I'm around them or with them. You know, I might have 1 or 2 drinks and enjoy my evening, but there's a difference, and you're right. It's about the integrity and keeping the level of professionalism.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that too.
That's awesome.
So, Lisa, you also have a podcast, right?
Yeah, I do.
So, can you talk about the podcast?
Yeah, so I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I'm getting back. I swear I'm getting my life together. January's been so busy so far, but it's called Midwest Social. And, you know, obviously I'm a Midwest girl if you don't get the vibe here. Okay. So there's a theme, there's a theme in my life. Because I am very Midwest. Like, you know, I'm all about, I feel like we are kind of the heart of the country, and we live a little differently. We love a little differently. We, you know, just live life differently. And I think it's all really great things that tend to be sometimes Shawn, because it's like, oh, you're not New York, you're not LA. And, you know, what does Toledo have to offer? What does Detroit have to offer? Well, like, I'm going to tell you about it. And I'm going to show you the people that are here in the area, you know, that are doing really amazing things, kind of like what you guys are doing. Part of with Midwest Singles, even when I set up events and I do things, part of what I'm always doing is looking for a really cool local business to host something at. So I want to bring new faces to your business. I want to showcase what you're doing in the community, because I truly love where I live. I love the people. I love the entire, and when I say, you know, Toledo, I mean, I live in Sylvania. I grew up in Oregon. I've lived in Toledo. I've, you know, bounced around all over the area, but I consider myself, you know, a member of the greater Toledo area. And that's my community. And that's what I want to showcase, whether it's with Midwest Singles or on my podcast, Midwest Social.
That's dope.
So, awesome. Where are you hosting your podcast? Because we have a podcast studio right here at Project 360.
I know. I'm going to come in and check it out because, you know, we just like I said, it's busy. I honestly need to figure out a way just to do it out of my house like this, because, like, let's be real. I'm, you know, building multiple businesses. I have 3 kids. I'm single. I'm trying to take care of a house and a yard. Like, it is a lot. I have a lot going on. And I mean, I probably average 4 hours of sleep.
Wow.
But I'm also a very like active parent still. My boys play sports. I believe in cooking dinner every night for them. There's things that I want to make sure I'm giving them the energy and time that I'm giving to building my businesses and everyone else in the community.
That's what's up. Now, with the singles group, is that all inclusive as far as like, LGBTQ or people who may have any, things going on, are we all inclusive?
Yes. So I'm really trying to branch out, okay? Because I'm going to be really real here. So far, it's just been a lot of like straight white people coming, okay?
Okay.
And I'm like, so I don't know, like if you guys know who Terry Crosby is, but so I work with Taylor. They're one of my sponsors. And Terry's one of their community ambassadors, and like he always jokes. He's like, Lisa, you ever gonna like date a black guy? Like, are you gonna like mix this up a little bit? And so it is like an ongoing like inside joke, And I'm like, yes, I'm like, I want everybody to come. Like this is a 21 and over group for any single in the greater Toledo area or within an hour distance. That's kind of my my area that I try to keep people within. And I want that to be something where people feel like they can come. I have had members of the LGBTQ community come. Actually, just on Saturday, we did like a really impromptu little morning at the National Great Lakes Museum. And we had coffee and kind of walked the museum because it was Community Appreciation Days. And I had a lady come, and she's a member of that community. And she specifically asked, she goes, I was going to come either way. She goes, I'm looking more for the friendship aspect, right? She's looking more for just new friends, people to go out with, things to do. And that's one of the things that the group really provides is I'm providing things to do. So in January, February, March, when it's gray skies here and there's nothing going on, because we don't have a huge nightlife, right? I'm providing events and really cool events, like not to toot my own horn, but toot, like I put together really, really fun quality things for people to come to. So she was looking for that, but I told her, I said, I actually have reached out to a couple of businesses in Toledo to specifically host kind of like an LGBTQ kickoff event where, I want people to come, I want people to meet me. I want them to see like what it is that I'm doing. And then hopefully they maybe feel a little bit more included to start joining and coming to events.
Yeah. And I think that's dope to do different things. Like I think people assume that like, because you're single and you got to go to the bars to find people, and you really just need to switch it up.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
It's a good way to switch it up.
You have to take a chance.
And so like this week we have, so just for an example, I'll give you like a typical week. So this week, so we have people bowling on Sunday night. Okay. Tuesday night, tonight we've got trivia. Every Tuesday we do, it's Guy in the 419 hosts trivia at Voodoo Brewing on Central Avenue. And we typically have anywhere from like 2 to 4 tables of just singles that attend. And so that's like a really easygoing, fun thing. If it's your first time coming to something, come check that out. Like you don't even have to join first. Just come to Voodoo Brewing because obviously it's trivia open to anybody. Come meet some of us, sit, have a good time, and see if it's something where you want to keep coming. And then Thursday night, I have singles line dancing at Whiskey Red downtown. You're getting an hour of instruction in line dancing, and then of course it's just mingling and having fun afterwards. That is starts at 6:30 p.m. The instruction starts at 7. It's $10 to come. So like $10, you get to come and be in a room with all singles, dance, get instruction. Like it's going to be a fun night. And then I'm super excited. Saturday, I'm doing an event called Pitch a Friend. And that is open to all. So it's something I do events where you don't have to be a member. Obviously, because I want people, especially in the month of January, to be able to come and see what it's all about, to know if this is something, that they want to do through the year. So that's going on Saturday. That's at the Blarney at 7 p.m. And basically, if you've never come to something, or maybe you're married but your sister's single, it's about people bringing those people down there and pitching them to the crowd.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Being a little wingman,
yeah, so
woman.
Well, I'm there. Anybody single?
I am, but that's my choice though.
Okay.
There is some pee in the dating pool, so I don't know.
Pee and poop in there.
They have not cleaned the pool in quite some time.
Dr. Ladale, don't start. Don't
So,
start.
I
Don't
do-
start.
I had to swim through it. So, it wasn't easy.
So Lisa, is there more women than men in your group?
You know, it's funny because when it started, it was more men.
Okay.
And then, you know, I don't know, you know,
It
men.
was more men until they found out they couldn't date you.
That part.
That part.
I was just going to say that, Jesse.
I will say that there was a level of me, I was my only advertising, right?
Okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, I did pimp myself out a little bit, all right, to get this started. It was the only thing I had. You know, it was my image and my, you know, my own brand was all I had to kind of get this going.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably there's maybe a couple that was true with. But I also think, you know, more women felt more comfortable coming, and then that just really started to grow. I've also done quite a few just single women events,
Okay.
which I think is super important. Being a single woman, especially a single mom, you know, I need the extra support. I have in February a women's car care clinic coming up where it's going to be through Taylor, and their head mechanic is going to give us tips on basic car care, as well as, you know, like how to talk to a technician when you take your car in. How do you deal with those things? Because listen, like I'm a pampered girl, okay? And I always have had a man take care of those things for me. I'm not proud of that now. It's just been who I am and, you know, what my life was like, whether it was my dad or, you know, someone else doing it. And so then when I, you know, was finally like really, really on my own, and I was committed to like being single while I healed and built this business, then it's like, okay, now I got to do all these things that I don't know how to do. And so I think empowering specifically single women to be able to, you know, handle some things on their own and get through these situations is another thing that I feel passionate about. And so, you know, I think maybe through me incorporating more of those singles women's events, that's just brought more women in naturally.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think also too, like, honestly, some men just don't know how to date. So they may be scared to join a group like this, because in their mind, dating is like going to the bar and just like hollering at anybody and everybody. And I think in a singles group, maybe it makes them put the pressure on, or they just don't know how to do the work. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, and I do think that that's part of it. And, you know, I try to explain to people, I go, you know, I do these lives all the time. Okay. And I'm always like, I'm trying to like get it through to people. It's like, until you come check something out. And I really tell people, in order to get the full value of the event, you have to come to at least 3 events, because one event could be 10 people. And, you know, maybe that's breakfast. You know, sometimes I'll do like a breakfast or a coffee meetup or something. That could be 10 people. Well, then you can have, you know, events like opening day for the Mud Hens. You know, I had 100 and something. It's like, it just depends. All events are different, and I try to really mix it up. So I feel like you need to give it 3 events in order to get the value of it. And until somebody is brave enough and ready to come, I can't even explain to them what they're going to get out of this, because it's so much more than just a potential love match. And I do think maybe for men, it is a little harder to grasp that concept. But really through the group setting, it takes the pressure off, right? You're not, for me, going on a first date is like, oh my God, like I cringe. Nobody, for someone who's running like a dating type business, nobody hates it more than me. Okay. And because I'm a creature of comfort, and I am a better Lisa when I'm comfortable with whatever the situation is or whoever the person is that's around me. So you're not, you know, like, okay, I went on a first date one time. This is a great story. So this was right after, so this was about 2.5 years ago. I was really newly single. My life was a shit show. Okay. And I met this guy who is he is a huge like business owner out of Detroit. That like, this was a great chance for me to meet a really quality guy. Okay. And I go on this date, and I had no business dating at this point in my life. I was not ready. I was not healed. I looked not my best. It was not my thing. So I go on this date, and it was so bad. And it was not on him. It was on me. Like, I kind of like I'm doing now. I start talking, and I didn't stop. I talked so much and have no idea what I said that when I left the date, I went across the street to the gas station and get a bottle of water because my mouth tasted like sandpaper. It was just like so dry.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And I called my sister and I go, oh my God. I go, I don't know what just happened for the last 2 hours. And she goes, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. I blacked out, Jenna. I was
wow.
I just went into this like weird, like I just wasn't ready. You know what I mean? And I wasn't my best self. And that was amplified because of the space in life I was in. Obviously, I'm in a way better place now, but it's still kind of true for me to first dates. It's not always my best Lisa. And it's, to me, sometimes just very awkward.
Right.
So I feel like, personally, I like the idea of, when I go out on the weekends or I'm with a group of friends, or maybe somebody has a party and I go to that party and, they have somebody there that they know. I just like a group setting better. And that's just me.
Man, listen.
But I feel like it takes pressure off.
It does. It does. Lisa, stick around. We got to go pay some bills. We'll be right back. Jess, where can they find us?
You can find us live on YouTube and on Facebook. But you can find us later on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with you shortly.
We stepping in purpose tonight. Power on me. Holy Ghost energy. Let's go. I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destined and alive. Now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Step up in the room, yeah, I'm charged with the kingdom. Got the light of God, and you know I'm gon' beam some. Every single chain break off when I speak some. Word of God swing like a sword when the beat drum. I'm chosen, anointed, yeah, that's official. Covered in the oil, devil came to this vessel. Gotta keep it moving every mountain I level. Spirit in my step, watch me dance on the devil. Faith on swole like I live in the gym. Authority in Christ, not me but him. I'm a child of the king, no fear, no sin. I said amen and the whole world spins. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy is stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Dancing in a lot, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Hey, big faith, no doubt align with the mission. Holy Ghost fire, got the devil trying to listen. Trying to figure out why the blessing keep hitting. It's the power of the name, every chain gon' miss. And I'm bold with it, go with it, kingdom flow with it. When the battle get intense, I don't fold with it. I got angels on deck, yeah, the whole clip lit. Devil wanna throw shade, but he ain't gon' hit. I walk like David, pray like Paul. Talk like Jesus when the enemy calls. Stand so tall, never scared, never fall. Authority in me, I got victory installed. Hey, step, victory walk with me. Blessings overflow and they fall on me. I'm rooted in the word, no war in me. Christ in my soul, that's the war in me. Take another step, giants fall instantly. Holy Spirit leading every move intentionally. No fear, cause the Lord put his strength in me. I walk with the crown that's rocky in authority. Yeah, that's a call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destiny unlocked, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority.
Glass City Blues. Boots in the mud, yeah. Step on the glass, catching that wildlife. Toledo, where we at? Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer, yeah. I stomp in the dirt, Glass City on my shirt, 419 on the grind, putting soul in the work. From the bay to the block, you can hear that sound. Toledo in the blood, roots deep in the ground. Yeah, I walk with a broken glass cut through the pain, but we stronger than the struggle. Sunshine through rain, river rolling, got the walleye on the line. Every hook, every cast, yeah, the city still shine. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Clap, 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 stomp, stomp, let the beat ride slow. Glass City Blues with a hip hop flow. From the east side, hustle to the west side, pride. We the heart of the 419, won't hide. See the sparks from the glass, shine in the street. Hear the boots in the mud, feel the bass in the beat. Catch a fish, say a prayer, let the river remind. It's the soul of Toledo, keep the step in time. Oh, down by the water. Glass cuts deep, but it makes us stronger. Boots too heavy, but we still keep stepping. 419, yeah, that's the only direction. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Boots in the mud, stepping on the glass, catching that walleye.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the studio with the lovely, beautiful Dr. Ladale, and also in the studio with Mud Talk content creator himself, your favorite cousin, Ty Cleveland, in the house.
What's good, y'all? Glad y'all woke y'all ass up this morning.
We're glad you woke up late.
Yeah, woke up late. Yeah, woke up late.
Hey,
Yeah.
not too much now.
Early is on time is late. Late is unacceptable, but it's cool though. It's cool though. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing guest on the show today, Miss Lisa Dunn. She was breaking it all down. If you guys missed what she was talking about, go back and watch this later. But yeah, some of y'all single folks need to hear what she has to say. So, Lisa, welcome back.
Thank you. Hey, I gotta ask. I am so all about your theme song. That was amazing. Who wrote that?
Jesse.
Hey, why you gotta say my name like that? No,
Can't take credit for that one.
I guess we'll talk after the show if you need something from Midwest Social.
That just gave me the chills. Like I have goosebumps
really?
all up and down listening to that.
Oh, wow.
So good.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. That's what Jesse does.
It hits home. Like
He's
it really
talented.
did hit home.
Very talented.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Moving on.
Okay, we gave him enough props. Okay, let's move on.
We did that. So where do you would like to see your vision go? Like, what if you had it your way? If you had a magic wand, what would you want to see for your organization?
So, like, there's a twofold thing going here. One is I was in a place in my life where I was in total survival mode. Okay, I had to start over with nothing, and that was let's just say all of 2024.
Okay.
And so I really, really was like, I cannot live like this anymore. I have to do something. And I know my potential, and I know that I'm capable of more, So at that time I was like, what is it that I can do? And I mean, I threw around a ton of business ideas. Okay. And I was laying on my couch, January, a year ago now. I was laying on my couch in January of 2025 after I had had like a total meltdown at Christmas. I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. Because being single and starting over with nothing and having to rebuild your life again at 40 years old, I mean, it was just very daunting. And so, I have this meltdown at the holidays. January, I'm like laying there on the couch with bronchitis, and I was like swiping on Tinder and Bumble and Hinge and Get a Fish, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like all these like Plenty of Fish, whatever it is. It's like I was on Christian Mingle, I was on Farmers Only. Like I was like, I gotta find a man. Like, how am I gonna, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Not that I needed a man, but I was just lonely and I was tired of doing life on my own.
Right.
And so I was doing all this and I was like, this is horrible. I was like, what happened in the 90s? Like, can we take me back to like, all I kept thinking about in my head was the show Friends and like how they would all go to the coffee shop and people would come in and they'd meet people and there'd be people there. And it was like, or, they'd be like out at a bar and they would meet a guy or meet somebody. Or like How I Met Your Mother, like a show like that. And I couldn't get that image out of my head. It was like, where are those situations in the year 2025? Like, where do you go to meet somebody? So, I started the business really on my couch with bronchitis. I made a logo laying there that night, put a Facebook page up, and by February I had my first event and I had no idea that this would take off. I mean, I'm sitting at over 400 members and that's really just in like the immediate Toledo area.
Wow.
And so I'm so excited to branch out and get people from, like I said, those outlying communities too. Right. And eventually I would hope to be able to take this across, the Midwest. So I've had people reach out from Fort Wayne, from Youngstown, Indianapolis, cities that are very similar to Toledo or maybe a little smaller. And they are in the same boat as we are. We are not New York City. We're not Chicago. We don't have this huge nightlife. It's very daunting in the winter months when we live in communities and areas of the country where it's gray skies for 5-6 months and it's very cold and people don't want to go out during those months. It's like, how do we combat that to get back to this place where we have bowling leagues and bunco clubs and, card clubs, whatever it is? How do we get back to building community again? And so that's really my vision, for the business is just to continue to grow this and build this for 2 reasons. One, because it's so needed and I've seen the effects of how it's helped people. And I love that. I mean, that is me. That is Lisa. Like, I want to help people get through places that I've been and get to the other side of the tunnel. So I very much am doing it, yes, to help people, but then also, on my end, I'm doing this to build a business for myself.
Absolutely.
And, to change my life and my children's lives and to do something that I'm really, and I am proud of this. Like, when I see somebody put something negative, again, because I'm an overfeeling person, and trust me, I get it. Like, you're going to put your life out there. You got to expect internet trolls and people to say things and haters, but for me, I take it to heart so much because all I have seen is so much good come out of it. And, whether it's how it's affected my children or me personally, how much I've grown. I mean, this has been my therapy. And, how have I grown through this? But then also at our Friendsgiving, for example, we have this really nice, like, sit down Friendsgiving dinner that I did at a local restaurant. A friend hosted it there, and it was a beautiful night. We just had a really good time. And when I say this, it sounds like kind of like dry and stuffy, but just remember that this group of people, they always want an after party. Okay. So you might do the sit down dinner, but then these people are always ready to go out after, so it was like, okay, we're going to go here. We're going to go do this. It's a fun group. But so we have this really nice Friendsgiving. And I remember looking at Taylor, who's one of the girls who's been in it for a while with me. And she's actually coming on board to kind of be like an ambassador and help work. And so I looked at Taylor and I go, I said, is it just me? I said, but everybody looks better. And she was like, yeah, she goes, I know, I get what you're saying. I said, no. I was like, physically, from the time some of these people started coming, whether it was 2 months ago, 6 months ago, or from the beginning, these people look better. Like they are better looking people. And she said, you know what I think it is? She goes, I think it's that people now have like, they found a purpose. They're happy. They're doing things again. They're getting out of their house. Maybe because, you know, I tend to show up very done up for everything, right? So, you know, maybe it's, you know, they came before, but then they see other people kind of putting a little effort into their appearance and trying a little harder. So now they're, you know, like I have one guy who, the first event he came to, I thought he was this like country bumpkin. Okay. Did not think anything more than this guy like rolled out of the farm and like had never even gone to a social event. Now he comes to things like for Put in Bay, this guy ordered an outfit and it had like, it was the coolest outfit. It was a 2-piece set and it had like little people in different sex positions all over the outfit. Oh, wow. We did a brunch cruise along the Maumee River, and like he showed up with like whatever was on his shirt. It was like a themed thing for the event, like, and just the way he holds himself now, and it's just he's come out of his shell like you would not believe.
Oh, I bet he did.
That's dope.
Yes, of course, with that outfit, he came out of his shell, right?
I think everybody in Put in Bay comes out of their shell.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely.
He is actually the guy that met the girl at Put in Bay, fun fact.
Wow.
And she was adorable. And so, like, you know, I've just seen all of these people have this great outcome from joining this and coming. And it's for so many different reasons. So I want that for everybody. But again, I am still a business owner. So there is still this aspect of I want to grow this and build this because this is my chance to change my life.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lisa Dunn.
Yes, shout out to you.
Shout out to you, Lisa. Keep up
Thank you so much, you guys.
So if you are single and scared to jump off the porch with Lisa. She will help you do it.
Right, she'll help you do it.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It's that time where not only do we have to go, we don't want to go, but it's cold outside. Yeah. It's really, really cold outside.
It's warm in here.
Right. I'm like, oh boy, we gotta go.
Get that car started right now.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are extending our $25 sponsorship where you can actually, you know, sponsor your business, get a return on your investment. If you're interested in doing that, inbox Jesse Coleman, myself, Ty Cleveland, Dr. Ladale, inboxes and say, inboxes and say,
I already talked to some people. Y'all better get on it.
Shoot in my DMs about business, nothing else.
Nothing else.
That part.
Right. That part.
Business.
Right. And get the opportunity to put your business out there. $25, you get one client, you already got a return on your investment for whatever you charge and whatever you're doing. So
if you can't return $25, I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you either. You know,
but we want to shout out to our current sponsors, Project 360 Studios. This is where we house the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Of course, Toledo Art and I got a brain fog.
Brain fog.
Who's Toledo? Andre McCullum. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Andre McCullum to Tabernacle Church, Young Men and Women for Change, and Mud Talk.
Yes.
So shout out to everyone who sponsors Dr. Ladale. She's a sponsor somehow. But shout out to everyone who sponsors and makes this show possible. I couldn't do it without you guys.
Listen. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you. And we appreciate our listeners and our viewers. And we don't want to leave you guys out, but we will definitely leave you with this. Remember, you do what you need to do in order to do what you want to do. Why? Because your future is in front of you and not behind you. You are the head. You are not the tail. You are above and not beneath. Have a great day on purpose, everyone. Peace.
See y'all later.
See you later.